Welcome to the first ever OpTic pre-show on the Halo side of things. This is, of course, presented by SCUMP, and every day I love my job, but days like this, I love it even better because I'm surrounded by three fucking legends.
You're a legend.
No, you're a legend.
You're a legend.
You guys are all legends. What has it been like? I mean, obviously everybody knows all of you guys, but what has it been like to see, I guess before we start talking about anything, what's it been like to see the return of Halo? Like, Halo, because Halo was on its last leg there for a little bit. 5 years, we could even say.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I don't know the 343 could have nailed it anymore. You know, like the Halo Infinite's getting Game of the Year awards already. Like, it's been as good of a release as we could have possibly hoped for.
Yeah.
So I think just coming out of the gates this strong is refreshing, and like you said, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
You know, with Halo kind of being on the back burner for the longest time. So. Yeah, it's super exciting to see.
And from like a community standpoint, it's really cool that like I'm going to Raleigh and I know I'm going to see so many people that I haven't seen in 10 years.
Oh yeah.
You know, like even just seeing Jason, it was cool. Like there's a lot of people I haven't seen in a long time, and it's just going to be like a breath of fresh air.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm so jealous. Like, y'all are leaving for a fucking like actual event tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like that, like an actual event, not like but like an actual
right. Well, yeah, you guys
like an MLG type style event. I'm so jealous.
Did you guys have anything live in 2020 with COVID and everything?
No, we did, but
no.
one of them didn't have fans, and then
Which one?
wasn't it Stage 4 didn't have fans, didn't it?
Oh, you're right.
Was it Major 4 didn't have fans? Major 5 had fans only on 2 of the days, right?
Yeah.
And then Champs had, and then everyone got COVID. And then I almost didn't play at Champs. And then Champs had pretty much full occupancy, I would say. Maybe I don't remember if it was limited, but yeah, I'm jealous.
It's just not the same without fans there as well.
Oh yeah, it's not the same at all.
Totally different.
It's a whole
totally
different vibe, dude.
Yeah.
We were at the esports stadium, like yelling across the stage, and you could hear yourself echoing from off the back wall. And you're like, "What the fuck? Like, what am I doing? Let me sit down."
One of those events was lit though. Lit Stage 4. When like there was like a full crowd at Arlington. Remember?
Yeah, Stage 5.
Yeah.
Oh, Stage 5?
Yeah, like whenever like we were backstage and we were hearing Seattle beat FaZe and everyone was going fucking nuts.
Yeah, that was sick. Dude.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think this is going to be the first event that I've been to since I don't even know where I've seen an open bracket. Like I haven't seen an open bracket like the pit. I haven't seen the pit in so long. And there's wait, you're playing in the pit.
Yeah.
I'll be grinding it out.
I'll be conquering the pit. I'll be running that pit. It's pretty AIDS for anyone.
Imagine the
photo. Brackets. I'm not gonna lie.
That actually really sucks for anyone in open. It's like imagine going to your first event.
I know there's a lot of people out there that are just trying to dodge us in the bracket right now. Like they're just hoping like when it comes out, they're gonna be like, okay, we didn't get sent. But there's some people that are gonna be like, we play them around 4. It's fine. We'll be good. Like we'll be good by then. Now we can take them. Like but just like
I don't think anyone's thinking that actually.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's
maybe like 3 teams in that whole. There's 250 teams in that bracket or something like that.
It's sold out. I don't remember how many they sold, but
remember that one tweet that we put out? It was like, imagine waking up, packing all your things to go to an event, and then you show up to the event and you're playing OpTic winners round 1. That's like the same thing as Sentinels. Like they're just gonna show up and just insta lose. Like I feel so bad for whoever plays them round 1. They're just gonna lose.
It's gonna be AIDS.
Like they have no chance.
It's not.
But I mean, it's good for really good for us just because like we obviously are lacking practice. Like we've gotten 2 scrims in, but Friday's gonna be like a really good day. Just get a whole bunch of LAN practice in. And then, like, if all the things go right, then, like, we'll play Saturday 3 back-to-back pool play matches against all the pro teams, which will be, like, really good for us, you know?
Yeah.
I think by that time, it could be red hot.
For open practice for you guys, because you guys, you know,
we need the practice.
Haven't had any practice hardly, so.
Yeah,
dude, open bracket. I didn't even think about it till you just said it right now. Like, an open bracket into pool play. Like,
it's a lot of games, dude.
Like, when was the last time?
Oh, it's open bracket into pool play?
Yeah.
Like into a bracket.
Like, so like Saturday,
an event.
So like an MLG event.
Yeah, it's like an MLG event. So like Saturday we'll play like 10 a.m.
That's so
it's a solid format. It's a solid format. Yeah, I don't even remember the last time I had to play through an open bracket, but it's a grind. I mean, it's a fun grind.
It's a fun grind.
Yeah. I assume is there split screen? You're not playing split screen, right? It's all.
I don't know.
Surely.
If there is, I mean, I'm ready for anything.
It'll really be throwing me back to 2007 if it's split screen.
Yeah, because if I'm on split screen, so are they. So I don't really give a fuck.
That was scary, bro. Back in the day, split screen through open bracket.
The last time I played split screen open bracket was remember Columbus 2012, the No Bloom No Sprint event.
Yeah.
With the first couple rounds of that were split screen. Yeah,
I don't even remember
on Reach.
that.
Yeah, on Reach it was.
What?
And
That
we're
was
playing
probably
through
scarier too.
everyone played through end bracket, I think, at that event. Remember?
Okay. I don't remember that, to be honest. But
We all played a free for all first.
I remember that
We all
event,
played
I
a
just
free
don't-
for all to get seeding, and then we like use that seed to play through
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It was
I
a
do
really
remember playing
long
the free
event.
for all for the
Yeah.
seeding.
I mean,
Yeah.
a split screen is crazy, but like if you think
I
about
kind
it
of
from
beam on
like
it sometimes.
what?
And sometimes you kind of like beam on it.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
why.
yeah,
Sometimes you
absolutely.
do. Like, but you
Well,
just don't really know what's going on the map. But you get
Right,
your
the awareness is so much lower because
Yeah.
you're looking at half the screen, but
Yeah.
that also makes it so like somebody doesn't know where you're at, where they probably would if it was full screen, so
Exactly.
you can catch people off guard.
Exactly.
I'd be
You do
so
find people
mental
in
going
random
into a
ass
split
Right,
screen
exactly.
COD match. Oh
Yeah.
my
Dude.
god, I
Wait,
would
have
be
you played
so
it?
mental.
Have you played a split
That'd
screen?
be so hard.
Didn't
Have we played split screen COD? Nah, no way.
It's like impossible.
dude? I feel like
Split screen COD.
Imagine
is,
looking at the mini map.
I feel like
Yeah.
early Black Ops
Just like-
1, Black Ops, and Black Ops 2, there were early matches where there was split screen.
I don't even know if they give you a mini map on split screen COD.
I don't know.
even
I don't
get
know
it,
if they do
yeah.
either.
They just put one universal mini map for both of you.
It's like in between
you
both
guys.
of them.
You guys are trying to look and you bump heads. You're like, what the fuck is going on? No, COD on split screen would be crazy. I can't imagine they have
impossible.
split screen, right?
I
No.
wouldn't think so.
No
I wouldn't think
way.
so either.
I think those days are over.
Yeah.
But
Adam
those were good
Apicella
days.
is not having split.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah,
He's not having split screen.
Especially for
Shouts
the-
out to Adam.
Yeah, their first Halo event back too in a long time. It's
Yeah.
gonna be done right. for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool format. This might be the first like multi-platform tournament where it's like all of the open bracket, because they're sponsored by Microsoft, I think. All the open bracket is done on Xbox, and then when you get into pool play, it switches to PC.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I wonder if that's gonna mess with people. Like, do you think that's gonna influence you?
I mean, I had to switch from PS4 controller to Xbox controller, but I'm happy that I did it because like PS4 controller, it was pretty easy to shoot, but I only had like one paddle and like it was just a sprint. Like it wasn't right. Like now I got like 4 paddles. I'm doing a lot of shit now, and
Yeah.
like it's Halo feels more natural on Xbox.
You're using 4 paddles.
Yeah, I'm not using all 4. I'm using like 3 of them.
Almost
Like
back
one-
there
one-
playing an
yeah.
accordion
Yeah,
behind.
right.
Yeah.
Playing the piano.
I'm playing the fucking
Behind his-
saxophone. Like you know what I'm saying?
Those controllers are dope though. Those
Yeah.
little like instincts.
It makes a big difference. There's certain like little button glitches already in the game where you can drop a weapon and shoot faster.
Really?
Is it hard to get used to that?
Like it took like a day.
But you use
A
paddles.
normal
before.
person
Yeah.
it takes a week, but Matt took a day.
Yeah,
I
It's
crawled.
not that easy.
it was weird like for the first couple games, but by the end of the day, I was like pretty used to it.
What do you think the skill gap difference is between like a really solid team in Halo and a really solid team in COD? Talking to you. Because I was listening to Damon. He was playing with Nick Merckx yesterday in that like Twitch
Yeah, I
Rivals
saw.
thing, and they were asking him about the bracket, and he was like, "Yeah, he made it a top 24. Like Damon made it a top 24 in those like huge tournaments." And he
Oh,
was
like
like,
the
"Then when you
open
hit, he's like, eventually you hit a pro team,
Mhm.
and at that point, like the game is just a completely different game."
It's a way different. Yeah, I mean, good Halo teams can like all shoot straight, right? They're all gonna shoot straight. They're gonna have comms, but the teamwork is like, you know. But like the good Halo, like you play against OpTic, right? They're playing a certain way that like, it's like all teamwork. It's like
Yeah.
you don't really catch anyone being that faded, you know. It's like, and that's just like what a good Halo. Like same with Sentinels, they play that style of Halo. It's just the right way to play.
right.
Like, and it's you need all 4 people to do it, or else it's not gonna feel right.
Yeah.
And like good AM teams, like ones that are on the cusp of being a pro team, I think they're just lacking that. They'll just go rogue and they'll just like,
Yeah.
you know, they'll just be doing their own thing and like I don't know. But and
Yeah,
then
you like-
in COD, like I think there's like certain things on a foundation like that you need for like a good team regardless of Halo or COD. You need like good comms, you need like the general idea of like I'm trying to help you guys and you guys are gonna help me. It's not gonna be like I need to just fry.
right.
You know, like no anyone that has a mindset, it's just not gonna work.
yeah.
So
I
like,
think
once
that's
you-
why the amateur teams finally will hit a wall against certain teams because a lot of them can do whatever they want against most people,
Mhm.
but then they hit a good teamwork team and they're not
they're not even fighting.
they're
them.
not able to run through 2 or 3 guys. They're able to
Yeah.
run through maybe one and then they die. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas they
They
can
get-
do that against lesser teams. So.
Like immediately
For
traded.
sure.
You
Yeah,
can't
You
like
can
exactly.
definitely tell the difference. Like
Yeah.
I'm getting team shot. Like so there's some teams I'll play and I'm just like I'm not even getting team shot.
Right.
Like I can just run around. I think, and then like there's other teams where you have to play a certain way.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the biggest things with Halo is being able to hear comms and process the information like faster than COD. Like COD, you don't have to process the information as fast in
Yeah.
most situations.
Yeah.
Like Halo, if someone's one shot, they're just gonna regen. So if you don't act quick enough,
you have to just
like,
go kill them real quick.
Yeah.
Or else
Yeah.
like you're just like.
whereas COD, like you
can.
could not listen to a comm and just pop a crazy 2-piece because like
yeah.
that's just COD.
You also got a mini map in COD, right? So like
yes.
that helps
Yeah,
a
your
lot.
own
There's red
information off
dots
that.
for you, and like
Yeah.
you know that's like your own help. That's why you can calm a little less in COD. You know.
That's why I feel like Halo players, like every time they come over, they pretty much always have really good comms and they're really good at like taking information and like
Yeah.
applying it. That's
Yeah.
like the biggest
Yeah.
thing that I've seen from Halo players, like coming to COD and then like vice versa.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're all going to shoot straight. Like,
yeah.
But that's like one of the biggest things in Halo that I think separates them from COD.
I kind of like seeing this unity in, well, at least with the players between Halo and COD players, because for a while it was like Halo was like COD kids, what? And then like it flipped. Where it's
It
like
really
COD blew up, and then H4
COD
came
was
out.
like
and it's
Halo kids.
And they were like,
I
you
never-
treated us like shit for a while.
Nah, I never did that. Just
real?
for the record. Well, because I always watched Halo growing up, so like I always had a
Yeah.
respect for Halo players because I enjoyed watching it growing up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's how we've been for the last over 5 years looking at Call of Duty. Like, you guys are on a whole nother level than what Halo is. So.
Yeah, it's
Not
really
anymore.
cool.
Now you guys
Now
got a
it's
freaking
like-
MLG event tomorrow.
Now the scales tip
Yeah,
back towards balance.
The scale is tipping back.
It is.
I like it, man. I can't wait to watch.
No, yeah. I'm
we-
jealous, but I'm also happy for Halo because they've needed
I feel like
it.
they
Right.
deserve it.
Yeah.
There's enough
Definitely
cheddar to
deserve
go
it.
around for everybody.
You guys have
know?
needed a good game and a good infrastructure, so
Yeah. It's
Thankfully-
nice to have the support from both ways because
Yeah.
it definitely makes a difference.
Yeah, with a few like tweaks to the game right now, like just like certain things about like ranked and stuff, like it could be a really good Halo.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They got to get the cheaters
really
under
good
control
Halo.
in matchmaking.
That
That's
too.
definitely an issue. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Formal joining Sentinels. We got to figure out what it's like your transition into coaching. But before that, let's send it over to Maniac at the downtown Dallas office.
All right, Hitch, thank you so much. Here I am with the Halo team. Big Halo tournament. Raleigh's coming up, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to, I guess, sort of get to know these guys. I got some questions I want to ask here with Lucid, Trippy, APG, Pistola,
Why do you gotta emphasize
a
that?
Halo legend. All right, first question I have for you guys, and because I have no idea how this became, but how did this team become? Was it like two of you were on the Envy team and you were looking for two others? Like, who started this squad? How did this become?
I don't know who started it.
Well, I mean, I would say it's not like Joey and I started, but it was like Joey and I had been
were
a
a duo.
duo,
we were a
and
duo
then
for a long time.
and then around
Halo
like end of
5.
2017 into 2018, we knew Justin was available, and picked him up, and like that's where at least the three of us kind of started. We've been kind of together since then for quite some time, and then over the past couple of years, end of H5, Brad's been doing great, and we've of course taken notice of that, and so we were like, Brad's definitely top contender, like number one pick going in. And so that's why like it just kind of came to be, and we'd already been like home in Envy before, so it just kind of came to be, and then now the mergers happened. Here we are talking to you.
Because what's crazy to me is that it was like you two pick up, like you guys kind of have like had the decision to pick up Pistol and APG, like
It's
obviously
crazy.
2 players that have been around for
Right.
way too
Forever.
long.
I mean, it's like we didn't even look at it that way. It was like, dude, Ola's available, and it's like, dude, Brad's available.
Yeah, that's like,
that's
I
how it's.
basically
this
got
is a
dropped,
must.
actually.
Yeah.
I was teaming
I couldn't
with,
believe
it was
it.
when I was with MV, and it was Hook, sniped down Mikwin,
Ah.
and Hook not retired, he went back to
But you like
COD.
broke your hand too.
That was 2 years ago, or 3 years before that. But this is Halo 5. This is after the Second World.
Yeah, this was like
summertime.
December
This was December
2017,
going into
back then.
2018, the last year of H5. And basically, Hook went back to COD because he was 18 then. And then, we were like, sniped down and Mick won. We're like, you know what? We're just not going to be good enough without a player like that. So they picked up Penguin, and then they chose Sparty over me. And then I was like, you know what? That's all good. And then
It's all good.
and then these two dudes saved my career.
We don't, and like I said, we didn't even look at it that way. We're just like,
No.
dude, Ola's Ola. And
Yeah.
we still like,
Yeah.
we knew
Ola's
that.
available,
We
we
knew
need to
that
pick
at
him
the
up
time.
now.
It's like he's coming to us. Like we're gonna make sure we pick him up no matter what. Like
It was
there's no
instant,
way.
yes.
And Ola
For
being
me.
Ola,
Okay.
you know you're going to be competing for first. The first HCS qualifier came up. What was y'all's mindset before that? Because you guys, and everyone knows you guys won. Did you guys think you were going to win? Were you guys looking at it like, oh, we can we're one of the best teams?
Yeah, I
or
think-
was it sort of a surprise?
I think that since this team's formed, we've known that we could win.
Like when you guys started practicing, was it like you guys started hot?
Oh yeah, I mean we did definitely start. Well, our very first scrim, it wasn't like rough, but it was like kind of average, and we're like, we instantly talked about it like the night of. We're like, we got to step it up, and then from then on, we were definitely hot with scrims like thereafter, leading into the first and second qualifier for sure.
In the first tournament, we lost to C9 on Saturday, and then we went back, or the next morning we had a talk before we played, and then after that
So
talk.
y'all came through losers bracket to win that?
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff.
We got the double bracket reset.
Yeah,
And then,
I was gonna say we just in general this team is like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This team reminds me of my 2011 Instinct roster when in terms of like vibes and the way that we feel when we hang out and the way that we communicate with each other. It's nothing.
trust.
It's that shelf over there. We put our ego on it,
Yeah.
and
like
we pick it up when we need it, but we don't use it whenever we're talking to each other.
Yeah, you've obviously been on great teams. Would you say that a big part of it is like no one on this team is stat whoring. Like no one, like everyone's trying to play together to get the win.
Yes.
Okay.
The big thing for me is there's like always one person on the team that like even in scrims, which is the most important time because that's like 98% of your practice.
Right.
And there's always that one person that just can't handle losing 2 games in a row or they can't handle losing a scrim. And it's like I said in an interview yesterday, like people see like losses, I see opportunity. Like it's a scrim. Like,
We all
you're
see it that way.
practicing. And that's all. It's about experimentation, being a scientist in there, in the lab. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like the fact that like we don't, even whenever we are not doing as well, we are still trying really hard the whole entire time.
Yeah, we get annoyed, but we're not gonna just like essentially cost the rest of our opportunities to get better just because we're like dwelling on the past type of situations.
Yeah, because the most important thing at tournaments, in my opinion, is moving on.
Yeah.
Like anytime, because it's moment to moment. This moment is now in the past. All right, the past should stay dead temporarily. We can talk about it later, but we're still in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I watch Lucid stream all the time, and he's very good at like, you can tell when he's annoyed or like if he doesn't like a play that someone made, but he doesn't like bring you guys down with him just because like sometimes he'll be dead and y'all don't even know, but he's just like, nice, keep it up. And he does a really good job with that.
I've still tried to work
the
on
vibe
that.
of the team, but no, you do a great job with that.
Yeah, because there's a lot of players like that, where it's just like, I'm not going to name any names, but there's some players where it's like, they're on one side of the map by themselves holding an angle, and then all 3 of their teammates die, and they're like, what the heck? We had weapons. What happened over there?
Yeah.
And it's like
And
mid-game.
it's like it turns
It's
into
still
a discussion in the game instead of
it's 35-35 still.
Yeah.
You were still in it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And it just ruins the vibes. And it's like, especially people do this too. And they're talking about the previous game, or now that it's round based with like Oddball, they'll go into the next round talking about the previous round.
Just dwelling.
And the dwelling aspect just literally ruins momentum.
Which like sometimes in moments you need to say like, all right, we gotta step this up or step that up, but you can't go into full like dissection
conversation
mode
about, like,
where you
what
gotta
went
like,
wrong
yeah, exactly.
leading into the next round. It's
Yeah.
just-
You're still in the game. Be in the game.
Gotta keep composure.
Those are some Halo mental jewels for y'all. Not even just Halo, just like a team game. Just any game.
Yeah, just any.
Those are some jewels.
The mental
y'all can take
strength.
with you.
Gotta work on it.
Here's some jewels.
You guys won back to back. How are we feeling after that? Just hype? Did you guys feel unstoppable? Or these are only qualifiers. Nothing fucking matters. I don't know if I can cut. Nothing matters until we get to the event. And like, winning these qualifiers is nice. Blah blah blah. You guys did lose. What place y'all get in the?
We got second.
Yeah. Okay.
So right now, technically, we're the most consistent team online.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what did I hear Trippy say one time? Or maybe it was you. Yesterday or the day before, you guys were playing at the HQ, and you were like, I heard, like, you say you're cold, like, his monitor's too far away, and you're like, no, this is good, like, being in an uncomfortable environment, because, like, that's, like, what the tournament's going to be.
Yeah.
When it really matters. So is it safe to say, like, you guys, you're not getting an ego from these wins, or even, like, getting second. The only thing that matters is this tournament.
Yep. Yeah. I mean,
I got a little bit of ego. Just kidding.
I'd say it's a confidence.
Brad, I will say Brad does not. Yeah, Brad will not have an ego and stuff like that. Maybe if y'all win the first event.
Yeah.
maybe a little bit, but
Well,
go ahead.
It's confidence, though.
Yeah.
It's not. There's a
Definitely
big. The ego is arrogance. So throw the arrogance away, and then you have confidence.
Right.
Which is what it is for us. It's like we put in a lot of time already, and we know what we're capable of from day one. So it's just coming to fruition from just, we got the vision, you know what I mean? OpTic vision.
I think that coming into this game, a lot of teams probably didn't see us as like who we are now, like what we've been doing. So I think that us winning these 2 tournaments and getting second at least, like even when we weren't playing well, like we definitely slacked off towards the last one and we still got second. But with those, all that combined, I think we like have the most confidence going into the tournament by far. Especially, and a lot of other people have confidence in us too, as well.
Yeah.
Got that green wall,
I believe.
brick by brick.
I believe. The hype. All right. Well, thank you so much, Halo team, for sitting down with Big Dog MANIAC.
Post-NIAC.
All right. We're going to kick it back to Hit.
Thank you, Nick. I'm sure you said some very enlightening things. What has been what's been the transition? How's the transition been into head coach?
Yeah, so coaching's definitely kind of a different aspect of the game that obviously I've never done before. I think I'm learning the game faster than I would be if I was playing, just because I'm watching all 4 screens, so I'm seeing kind of 4 different ways to play the game, essentially. I definitely enjoy it. There's times that I miss playing, watching them, because I'm still involved, but I just don't have that time anymore to grind like on my own.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think I'm able to give valuable pieces of information, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting in my groove on what I need to say during the game, and to try and help guide us. And
It's so crazy watching you guys scram and hearing you talk.
yeah,
Dude,
Because-
you ever like find yourself like talking too much?
yeah. There's
like, you know
definitely
what I'm
times I think like I have to just tell myself the communication's already cluttered right
You're
now.
like,
Don't
yeah,
say
this
anything.
is chaos right now.
Like
You
if
just
a
chill.
weapon or a power up's coming up, I have to like try and time like when I can get that time in there to
Right,
not clutter
right.
it, because sometimes we talk so much that it's hard to get that in there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm conscious of that, because that's probably been one of like my biggest problems as when I was competing, is that sometimes our communication would get cluttered, because Justin and I always talked a lot,
Right,
and
right.
depending on who our teammates were.
And you get hyped too.
Exactly.
Like,
So
it's a lot of
it's
shit
trying to
going
keep
on.
everything in balance.
Yeah.
For sure is probably the most challenging part for me.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have like a coach? Do they have like a codcaster in Halo, so like a coach can watch the game?
Observer?
Like an observer mode.
Yeah.
They have that, but I can't use it because I can see the other
Yeah,
teams'
people don't-
outlines.
People don't let you like.
They don't let you.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
So how do you
So if I'm coaching from home, I just have to watch one person's POV.
Watch a
Discord or
stream?
something?
Do what?
You watch on Discord or something?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
typically
Oh,
what I do.
Discord.
We screen share
So
in
it's
Discord.
live.
So
Oh,
usually
okay, yeah.
Pistol will share a screen with me so I can see it. But then when we're live or here in Dallas, I can stand behind all 4 and watch it, which is why this was good practice for me, because I've never stood behind
That's
all 4
crazy.
people. 'cause
I didn't even think about that.
That's a different aspect, trying to keep track of everybody. Like usually I'm keeping track of my own screen when I was playing. I didn't have to
Right.
watch 4 and
Yeah.
process that and figure out what I need to be saying after I process. Like it has to happen almost instantly. So
Mm,
Is Halo the last esport where the coaches can talk in game?
I think
Like
so.
mid game? That's
Yeah.
so
is
dope.
it?
No
I didn't-
way. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
Yeah.
That's
like
so
like
dope.
Valve, like
They-
League, they all do it like after the
Yeah,
game, or if there's like a
yeah.
timeout, or like
Yeah, they'll
they
try
can
it.
talk,
Yeah.
but like they can't talk. Imagine if you could talk during COD.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'd be so weird.
It would have been so helpful.
It would make the game
was so
well,
helpful.
it'd make the game so much easier on the players, because they would just like a coach just slows everything down
Yeah.
for you. He's like, okay, everyone, you guys are like going hard and in the moment, but the coach is like, they can see what's happening and how the other team's playing, and they can like formulate a thing or a plan how to counter them
Yeah.
better than like a player could.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that's the one thing. Like the one thing I do like about coaching, coming from competing for 10 plus years is that I do feel like I have a direct impact on the game's outcome because I'm coaching during the game. Like I can have a direct outcome. Not that I do every game, but yeah. Some of the like just keeping track of stuff that we might miss, like the oddball, for example, can either come down to the game clock or you can win getting to 100 seconds with the ball. So keeping track of that time towards the end of a game where there's say 10, 15 seconds left in the game clock, but we need so many seconds with the ball. Just balancing what we want to do, whether we want to let the time run out or try and get the oddball, like
like
things like that.
When you can see all of POVs, you like see the win condition before they see it.
Exactly.
It's like it's like you just scan through all the POVs. Like if you were playing, for example, you just go through everyone's POV and you see everyone, but you see that already.
Exactly.
So you're like, okay, this is how we win. And you already thought it up. You just gotta like comment and then like hopefully they understand what you're saying.
It's easier for me to see stuff unfolding like that, where like we're losing our setup, and I know we're gonna.
Like it's falling apart. Just chill. Everyone just run.
Yeah.
I mean, that comes into play in COD a lot now too with Bokage Hardpoint. Be 150 to 160, and there's 10 seconds on the game clock, and you're like, "What the hell do we do, dude? Like, we're not even close to ending this game."
Would his time stop?
Dude, there have been games. Well, yeah, there have been games on Bokage where it's like 140 to 130 in the game win.
Are you serious?
Because people are just kill whoring.
So
nobody like gets to the hill. It's just running at the hill over and over and over, and no one can get control because it's just.
So is that
crazy.
how the game types works? If you're in the hill, the game clock stops.
Yeah,
and if you're out,
but if you're contesting the hill, it restarts. So like, there's times where there was one time this year where we were about to win the game, and I could have just sat in the hill, but my brain didn't process that like if they contest for even like a 0.1, we win. But my brain was like, I'm gonna get out of the hill, and then they got in the hill. And they got 1 second, and we tied the game because then I got back in the hill.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I got yelled at, and I was like, well, I mean.
Blame me for that.
Like
it was a very unique situation because, like, Hardpoint doesn't come down to the game clock ending, like, ever.
Hardly ever, right.
Like, ever. So it was
a good learning experience.
Yeah, it was a new experience for sure.
I like that about Oddball. Like, sometimes when you have the ball and you're up, there's 3 seconds left on the clock. You need 4 to tie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think this was one of the better changes they made actually for that game type. It's going to be way more exciting because there could be 3 rounds of it now instead of just 1. And
I think they nailed it.
Dude, they can get like 20-minute oddball games.
Yeah, they're going to be long for sure.
Games,
but it is, it's just battles back and forth. And that.
I just like that there's a lot of different ways to play oddball in this game. Like you can get the rock hard setup, and like you can just lock it down, or you could do the rotating,
right?
Which is I think it's the best way to play.
Yeah, I think rotating is definitely that's what we always stress in scrims.
I think that's the best way to play it because you can move it so fast. And
that's the thing. If you drop ball and are running with it, you're running full speed, so you can sprint around the map with the ball if you're just tossing in front of you.
And it goes
like,
you just chuck it and it just flies. Like
I do. That's the one thing I like the oddball dynamics. It's not Halo 4 where you can throw it 100 yards down the field, but you can throw it far enough that
you should have seen it.
Oh no, I remember.
So bad.
It was
you
bad.
could throw it in Halo 4?
So Ryan Noob had a field day. He would, he's always been known for objective stuff, but he'd soak up his ball time as much as he could, and then he'd chuck it to his teammates across the entire map.
Dude, we play this map called Dispatch.
It was so whack.
We play this match Dispatch, and all 4 of them were in all 4 bases, and they were just throwing the ball like the Globetrotters.
And it was literally keep away.
It was keep away.
Serious?
And my team was the opposite. My team was just slay heavy, so we were just killing hordes and hordes of zombies. And they're just throwing the ball and shit. They're still getting time, but we're just like 3 dead. Like kill the last guy, and then he throws it to spawners. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? This is so. We have to like intercept it. Like it's so hard, dude. Yeah, it was trolly as fuck.
I did not. I don't think I watched any Halo 4. That's
we had the game with
hilarious.
60 kills each. Like it was just like it was insane.
Sounds trolly.
Yeah, we won.
Okay, well at least you won.
It was close as fuck too.
You got slayed
like
by
at the end, where the
100
last guy's like
3.
trying to throw it, and like he doesn't get it off because all of his team shot him, and the ball just dropped to the floor, and I was like, thank God.
What has been your experience this past week? It's got to be a crazy week for you.
Not really, no. I got a phone call and said yes, and then like TJ called me a couple days ago, said like they would go to rally if they played with me, and I was like, let me ask and see if that's possible. Because I mean, I'm 26. I don't really have any time to waste anymore. I'm not gonna, like pass up an opportunity like that.
Yeah, that's an opportunity.
I think any player would have taken that opportunity too. And my team was really understanding about it. I don't think there's any bad blood with SSG at all. All 4 people I talked to, like Tylenol deciding, and then Aaron and Kyle. None of them really like talked to me like they were mad at me. It was just like this sucks, man. But like, I wish you the best of luck. Like,
There's no way they could possibly blame you.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Like, this is like an opportunity,
really,
not of a lifetime because you've already accomplished a ton, but just like
it's
to win
just like a golden ticket
for
this event. I was just like, might as well, right? And then I felt really bad just because SSG made a lot of sacrifices for me, like in terms of taking like an open bracket seed as well. Whereas they probably would have had a pro bracket spot.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it's just like it is what it is. It just that's how the cards fell, and it's just like it just sucks, and I feel bad, but I don't know.
Question: I don't know if you can talk about it, obviously, but what happens after this event for you?
I mean, like I can talk about it. I mean, I think like I'm just gonna hope that a team picks me up, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm
someone will for
like,
sure.
With like the thing with Sentinels is like I have a real chance to win this event. So that's setting myself up for the best possible chance to get picked up by a team afterwards, you know?
And a good team.
Yeah, a good team.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've watched your stream. You got the game figured out, man. It's impressive how good you've been playing.
Definitely getting better. And then like and Sentinels is also a team that like I said, they play the Halo the way I want to play it too.
Yeah.
So it's really easy for me to just come in and start playing with them right away.
Well, you've teamed with some of these guys, right?
Yeah, and I've teamed with TJ before, and like I haven't teamed with Frosty or PJ, but I mean, I've known them forever, you know. And I see the way they play Halo. It's like and I've played like FPS for so long. It's like I can just watch a team play and I can be like, okay, I can see what they're trying to go for here. Yeah. Like I can see the general idea here, and like you can kind of fit into that whether or not you play with them or not. You know, like the first day we played, I was like a little bit like I think we were all just a little excited, and we were playing like a little too fast, and like we were dropping some maps here and there, and I was like, yeah, that was really avoidable. But yesterday we played and it was like really clean. Like it was like really clean. It was just like. Every game was just going the way that we wanted it to go, and it was just like we all understood what we wanted to do. Yeah. So yeah, it should be a good event.
A lot of people are comparing you to Kevin Durant and joining the Golden State Warriors. Thoughts on that?
I mean, KD's like KD. I'll take that.
I'll take that. Yeah,
that's good gas. That's good gas.
I know it looks bad, like the way that.
Oh,
like,
it doesn't look bad.
I've been on like 5 orgs or something like the past like.
Okay, that kind of looks bad.
Yeah, it looks kind of bad. Or does it make me look kind of slutty?
I mean, you're getting passed around org to org right now.
I did
but it was a very tippable org run.
Yeah. I was about to say, those are 4
You speed run
orgs.
any percentage, like every org that like people want to be on and shit. It's like you speed ran all of them.
Like
been there, done that.
Sentinels, OpTic. Like,
it's kind of what I've always done though, right? Like even in Halo, I was just like team hopping. Believe the hype, Dynasty, Ambush. Like it was just like.
Why are you proud?
Because it's just like, I mean, let me put it this way. I've never gotten to play, like the team I left has never placed better than me. So it's always been a good decision. And even in COD, I went from TK to FaZe Black to Envy to OpTic. Never did I ever lose to them the next event or them outplace me. So like, it was always like, always a good. Wait, what?
I'm catching strays somewhere in that. You left OpTic at some point. You placed better than us, so I'm catching a stray.
No, I went from Envy to OpTic and I stayed on OpTic.
But
and then we smoked Envy at the first event at NAW, remember? 3-0. It was the up and comeback thing. Yeah. That's like an example. That was happening all the time.
But then you left OpTic for LG, so what happened there?
Yes. I mean, you beat me once. What happened in Miami?
That was a complete collapse. Complete collapse. Went up 90 to like went up like 90 to 9 or something like that, and then got 10 points the rest of the map. I couldn't believe it. And then didn't win a map the rest of the fucking didn't win a map the whole tournament and just went home.
Just went home. That's how
it was a full collapse.
It was a full collapse. Never seen anything like it.
Did you guys win a map that event?
No. We were 0-6.
And just left.
We lost 0-3 to them, and I go backstage. I'm like, all right, fuck, that was super whack. Who do we play next? And Teej goes, Thieves. And I said, pack it up. Because we couldn't beat them.
There was no way you guys were beating them.
Dude, imagine Teej saying that. He's like, Thieves.
Like, Thieves, I think.
Dude,
like, I don't know.
It was not ideal.
Whatever.
Regardless, man, it's been an amazing launch. I played the campaign yesterday. I know we're not here to talk about the fucking campaign, but the campaign's amazing.
It's sick.
I fell asleep with like hearing grunts in my like.
Do you have to play previous campaigns?
Not really.
Not really.
I mean, if you're like really into like the lore and shit, then yeah.
I mean, Halo's lore is kind of linear. I feel like.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna fight the Covenant. You're gonna fight. Is the Horde in this game?
That's the thing. If you miss
the Horde,
if you miss Halo 5,
or no, not the Horde.
The Flood.
The Flood.
Yeah.
Flood.
Is the Flood in the game? Is it later in the campaign? Really? I saw a TikTok last night that was like Flood related.
Did they like get rid of the Flood?
Unless there's a.
I don't know. Maybe they finally just squashed them all.
Yeah, there's like they squashed them.
The Flood was sick. I hated fighting them though. But like,
dude, do you remember that trolley one that would like waddle at you and it would explode?
Yeah.
Do you remember the like that first room where the Flood like spawns on Halo 1?
Oh,
dude, that shit was terrible.
Where like you just see like little ones walking.
As a kid, I was like,
AR. You had to melt those little things coming at you.
I was kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie.
I was terrified as a kid. Dude, I was so scared.
They were scary.
That was the best campaign. That campaign was so fun, especially the last mission.
Halo 1, 2, and 3, dude. All 3 of those campaigns were so fucking good.
Yeah.
This campaign is super good. I will say, Halo. I don't think there'll ever be a linear Halo made again, just because how good Halo is for the open world. Because it's an open world game. Like you play intro and then you can do whatever you want.
Really?
Yeah, it's so good.
Wait,
I've been like following.
so
So I've heard that, but yeah, I guess I haven't played it.
I
I
haven't
haven't
really
watched
been
any
open
of
world
it.
at all.
wait, the campaign's open world?
It's open world. You
I've
can
been
and you
playing
can
Rust.
So
literally.
how the
there's-
fuck do you go do missions? Is it like Destiny style?
It's like
you,
yeah, it's like
no. It's like, wait, is
no, not like Destiny. It's
like
like
you fly to a different planet and like
no. It's all in one world. It's all in one map. But like it's kind of like you'll do a mission and then you'll get put in like the open world part. And if you want to proceed with the mission or like with the campaign, you go to like another place, like another place on the other side of the map. But you can go anywhere you want on the map. And there's like different like mini side missions and stuff.
I need to start doing that.
It's really
It sounds kind of dope.
it's really dope.
did you 100% it? Did you beat everything?
No, I didn't 100%.
Did you look for any of the skulls?
I've only found one.
You found one? Like you found one?
Yeah.
Well,
Or
or
did
not
the
like
chat
TikTok
direct
and
you
like
to-
yeah.
The
Did you
chat was
find
like,
it?
"Hey, there's something here," and then you can like scan the room.
Wait,
and
that
I was
actually
just, like,
sounds
looking.
kind of
And you saw a ball?
And I saw a ball, and I went up there.
Whoa, that's sick.
But it's the easiest one. It's definitely like the introduction of skulls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Everything
cool.
they hold
Yeah,
your
I
hand
love
for it
the
and
whole
shit.
concept behind that, finding those is cool.
Yeah.
1 to
yeah.
10.
Halo 3,
1
that
to
shit was so
10.
sick.
The campaign.
I mean, like a 9.
Really?
It's like really good.
Like I gotta play it.
I would play it. Yeah. I mean, if you
Because
want-
Halo campaigns are like my weakness because I don't really play campaigns like that. But like Halo campaigns,
it feels good.
always
to
were
get, dude,
fire.
It feels good to get cracked too. Because if you pick a commando up,
And you're
grunts
just-
are one shot to the head.
They're
It's like
just-
pop, pop, pop,
The
pop.
birthday
Yeah.
party grunt.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
It's really fun. So yeah,
I might have
campaign's
to check it
amazing. The HCS launch has been amazing. The whole entire, big team battle, everything about the game so far is just good. And
Yeah,
I
like I said, with a few tweaks, like they need to add like a team snipers playlist, a team
Yeah.
doubles
Yeah,
playlist,
yeah.
and then
I'm sure
like,
they will.
Yeah,
They need
they're
to fix the
bringing
rank
some
a little
playlists
bit.
in, I think. I
SWAT
don't think
coming
Team
out, I think.
Snipers, but
SWAT. Yeah,
SWAT's
like SWAT's a
coming
good fan favorite.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like.
You
and
think
then they-
Team Snipers will be ranked?
Yeah, I would hope so.
I don't know why they don't do ranked Team Snipers, Ranked Arena, Team
Yeah.
Slayer.
Yeah.
Dude, ranked Team
Why not rank
Snipers,
them?
I'd be in that
And
like,
then- Yeah.
all day.
And then when Forge comes out too, that's gonna be a big moment
Yeah.
because like there's gonna be a lot of maps to come back
Imagine
right
the
away.
clips and Team Snipers
Dude,
that you
it's-
could just hit.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
sniping's
yeah.
not that easy in this game either.
It's
So it
not.
would be so
Yeah,
fun
it's
to have a
not.
Team
Mhm.
Snipers playlist.
For
Like,
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's going to be a great, definitely, it's going to be a great tournament. Definitely tune in and watch that. Watch the OpTic boys; they've been crushing it. And then obviously you can watch Matt and the squad as well. And maybe you guys will.
I think it's pretty likely we match
Yeah,
up at
yeah.
some point.
100%.
It's just going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of
It'd
fun.
be
to
epic.
watch.
Let's do
Sure.
that.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of the OpTic Halo pre-show. Definitely go check out HCS Raleigh. And also, before we leave, we got to show you guys the brand new Halo 2022 OpTic jerseys, and they are on sale now. Go check them out. Peace.
Let's go.
My name's Justin, and I'm the Grinch from Christmas.
You gotta make that. You gotta gift that. You gotta clip that.